Welcome to the GM Perspective. My name is Preston Hobson. I'm joined by...
I'm Kasey Ramey.
And I'm Shane.
And we are sitting with Mr. Steadman, the director, vocal director, and then musical director for Mamma Mia. Hi, Mr. Steadman.
Hi, Kasey. Hi, guys.
And Milo, introduce yourself and how long you've been doing musical.
I am Milo, Kline. I am playing Bill in Mamma Mia, and I have been part of the theater program this is my third year.
And Layla?
My name is Layla Lybrook. I'm playing Rosie in Mamma Mia, and I've been doing musical stuff since 8th grade.
Fun. So we are about 8 days away from opening today. I found that out before we started this. And we are going into rehearsals. Whoever wants to explain, what is that looking like in the process right now?
Well, we are in what I call Tech Watch. So it's the week before Tech Week. So we are at the point where we are running the show, we are fitting it to the stage, and we are essentially just getting it on its feet before we add all of the extra elements like costumes, makeup, microphones, etc.
From you guys, obviously that's a challenge, taking it from the chorus room onto the stage. What does that feel like for you guys, whoever wants that?
Well, I think I should also add that I'm also in Mamma Mia. I think I forgot to say that in the beginning. And so is Shane.
Yeah, I play Pepper in Mamma Mia.
I play Eddie. But what was the question again?
Well, obviously, the first day when we went from the chorus room to the stage, I remember that big stair thing or whatever getting in my way, and I was like, "Is this gonna work?" And then as it goes on, the show keeps going. I'm like, "This is fitting more and more." So I think it's just like something that you adjust to over time.
Yeah, I think the biggest curve was just getting over having something almost, I don't know, not in our way, but something there.
Something that you have to consider when you move instead of, like, once you have to actually start making pathways. And it can't just be, I'll figure out how to get there. Now we actually have to figure out how to get where we're going.
I thought when we moved to the stage it was going to be a lot more space, but it felt like more cramped, to be honest, because of the set.
Yeah, it's definitely, it gives you a more limited space in terms of like how shallow it is, but it's still probably about 16, 20 feet. But going from a place where, again, you don't have anything to go around to something where you have to start taking that into consideration and being in the wings and not being able to be seen, it starts to feel constricting.
So I think since you've taken over, we've had a lot of auditorium redos. I heard new stage got painted this year. What else have we upgraded to the auditorium?
Well, in February, we got a new light board that is the industry standard Element 2 light board. This summer, we got a new Allen & Heath SQ7 soundboard, which is another thing that is what is used in most professional settings. And for those that haven't been back since last fall, we don't have the big walkway around. We've added some seats back in. They've repainted the stage. We have 12 new light fixtures that the school helped us purchase just this fall. So there's a lot of new gear in there right now. And then when you come to see the show, you'll see that there's new carpet and that there's been new paint done in the auditorium underneath the seats. Mr. Menno has been really working hard over the last year to beautify the auditorium space and update it.
So we're getting ready for that show. As when you guys got casted, let's go back to auditions and then casting. Did you guys feel like you fit right into your character, or did you have to work to make your character, or you and your character, work together?
For me personally, I remember the first day when we did lines. I just kind of felt the moment and I went with it, and it's kind of been how I play my character ever since. And I didn't really change anything. I kind of just saw him as this way, and then I just kind of went for it. So.
Do you think you and your character are similar personalities?
Yeah. I think we are, actually.
Oh, no.
When it comes to older girls, yeah.
Okay. No, I definitely think that, like, I like my character, like, really fits me. Like, I haven't really had to change anything of, like, how I talk or, like, what I do. Like, I feel like it's just, like, I don't know. It's just, like, if I had a name change and was put into a musical.
This is the humble brag moment. We're like, no, we like slam dunk. We like day one. We nailed it.
Yeah. Milo?
I originally did not plan to audition for Bill. I was going to do Harry, but then I kind of asked the other dudes what they were doing, and no one said they were auditioning for Bill. So I really didn't have any competition.
I think it fits you. I like, cause you like the deep voice. And I'm like, yeah, Bill.
Yeah. Well, I had to perfect some of the dad mannerisms and poses. But.
Yeah.
Layla?
I mean, yeah, I wanted Rosie from when I first saw the show, so I'm glad I got it, and I think it fits me pretty well.
Whoever wants to, give us a rundown if you've never seen Mamma Mia. Obviously not to spoil anything, but what is the idea of Mamma Mia?
I've never seen Mamma Mia.
All right, that's not something you say.
I'm not gonna lie.
Steadman, but
It's fine.
I want to give a description, but I don't want to be wrong.
It's
But
okay.
from what I've watched it a couple times, never watched the Broadway version, but I'm in the whatever. So we have this daughter, Sophie Lydia, and she is with her mother, and she's a single mother on this taverna or island in Greece, and and she doesn't know who her dad is. She's 21 years old or 20 years old. She has no idea who her dad is, but she finds this notebook of her mother's. Am I right?
Yeah,
Diary.
here, shoot it over to me, Shane.
All right, Steadman. I'm
Take it
laying it
over.
up, laying it up.
Take it to me.
No, it's
Slam
okay.
dunk.
You're doing it. Yeah, set me up.
Take it over.
No, so Shane's right. We have Sophie Sheridan and her mom Donna that live on an island in Greece, and Donna runs essentially like an inn. And Sophie's getting married and wants her dad to give her away, but she doesn't know who he is. So she finds her mom's old diary, and it's set in 1999, 2000, so it's beginning of the internet age. So she finds these guys and sends them invitations to her wedding, pretending to be her mom. So they all come thinking that they're going to this wedding. They don't know who Sophie is. They don't know that it's Donna's daughter. They've just come to visit, and chaos ensues as a lot of misunderstandings get brought to light and old griefs get hashed out, and it really ends with the idea. The character Sky, played by Owen Isert, really hits the nail on the head. He tells Sophie that who her family is doesn't matter. It doesn't define her. What she does and what she does with her life does. And I think that that's a message that is really important, and that a lot of people can relate to, whether you're adults or even students in our building. Everybody's trying to figure out who they are, and having ownership of that is really important.
Nice. So moving from what the story is to putting the dancing together. I don't dance. From what I've seen, I was there on Tuesday night. There's a lot of dancing in this show.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy. What does all the work? I mean, obviously we have two different choreographers, or do we have more than that now? Even
Just two.
Two that put all that together. What does that look like for you guys? I mean, do you dance? Have you done dance before, or have you just learned it from doing musicals?
Well, I'd say the first time I ever danced was probably Broadway dinner, and I think that has definitely helped me a lot. But I think the choreograph for Mamma Mia is way harder, and it takes a lot. But I really do like it, and I think it's I think it's really cool, how much we do dance in the musical and stuff like that.
I think Jenna and Julie do a really great. Those are our choreographers, by the way. I think they do an amazing job of teaching us this dance, and there's so many. But I mean, it's so good. It's gonna look so good for everybody that's coming to watch it. But yeah, it takes a lot. But once you get the hang of it, you just gotta practice at home. We practice a lot at the school, and we practice with each other, and it just takes repetition. But
yeah, I think it's nice that now we're just running the show every day and just keep going through it, and at the end working on stuff. And I think 8 days now, I think it's going to be really, really good by opening night.
Opening night, 8 days away. We also have, what do you think is the hardest one for you guys to learn, or what's the most flashy dance that we have in the show?
I'd say just we have a 20-minute straight dance section, so that those numbers are all very high energy, and those are our harder numbers, I think.
Yeah, the end of Act 1, or maybe you can even say the last third of Act 1, is one dance number after another, and people are going off and either getting changed and going right back on to dance, and there's really no breaks in between. There's one like 2.5 minute song where the ensemble gets to go off stage and breathe, but they still have to be singing. The ensemble sings in 26 songs, and there are 11 songs that have choreography. And in a normal musical, you could say an average musical, that's doubling, tripling what your ensemble full company would have to do. So it really is a lot more work than like Guys and Dolls last year, or some of the more recent shows. Usually it's broken up a bit so that everybody has time to chill. But the ensemble does a lot. And so that's a really unique thing about this show.
What decided you to pick this show and bring it to John McLane High School?
It's a show that it's been done around here by a couple other high schools, but it hasn't been done as often as other shows. And for the last few years, the struggle is usually trying to find shows that you can showcase as many people as possible and what their strengths are. And this show has 12 named roles, and 4 of which are in the room with us. And there's 6 named guy roles and 6 named girl roles, and trying to find things, especially for girls in high school musical theater everywhere. It's not just a GM thing. The ratio is usually pretty weighted, where there's more girls involved in the program than guys. So we only do 1 musical a year, and trying to find something that gets to showcase as many people as possible in some way is really important. And we have a lot of great seniors, we have a lot of great juniors, and there's just always more and more people coming up, guys and girls. So trying to get some of the younger folks some stage experience, and trying to get some of the older folks like their, sounds sappy, but like their last moments, like to shine. And fortunately here at GM, we have Broadway Dinner, and that gives a lot of people real moments to show their full potential, because at the end of the day, you can pick a musical like Mamma Mia, where there's 6 guy parts and 6 girl parts, but that's still only 6. And we have a cast of 36 people, so there are 28 people, or 24 people rather, that, they don't quote unquote have a name, but they're still really involved. And it's always hard, but that's something that we're trying to be conscientious about, me and the creative team moving forward, is trying to pick shows that can give opportunities to as many people as we can, while still it being something that we can succeed and that people can feel proud of at the end, and not just trying to do it just to do it.
Bringing up, obviously we have all done stuff through middle school. I've done like stage crew and stuff and help with this show. Do you guys, obviously you and Ms. Pulaski get along very well to bring up middle schoolers. Do our students help with that? How does that look? And like integrating, bringing kids from the middle school to the high school?
Yeah. When I was at the middle school 2 years ago, we had some high schoolers come down, like Avery Fiskus and Lydia Johnson, Layla, and Lauren Hamill. We had a bunch of kids that came in and out, and that helped. And same thing last year, a bunch of high schoolers helped Miss Pulaski with her first year, and she's already been in talks with some I know to help out with Newsies Junior that's going to be happening in April. So we're definitely trying to make that 5th grade to 12th grade pipeline. And one of our choreographers, Julie Bartu, does the choreography for the middle school. So some of those kids are going to be having the same choreographer. Knock on wood, that Julie's able to stay with us for a while. That there'll be kids that had her in 5th grade, they'll have her in 12th grade, and they'll know her process, and they'll know Jenna Baker's process, and they'll know Miss Pulaski and mine. So we're hoping that by the end of that first 8-year span, we'll have some real depth and some real established culture here.
To our performers, obviously, through all years, we've went through different director changes. Is that something, obviously you'd love to see that, and would that have been something you guys would have enjoyed to get to experience coming 5 through 12 with same director, same style of things?
I don't know. Not to speak for them, but I don't know that any of them did stuff 5 through 12. And I know Layla moved here. Not to speak out of turn, but I would hope that that's something that maybe is as a theoretically, that'd be great. But I think we also have a lot of people that don't do shows until high school, or they take breaks. And so you're going to have some people that have done it the whole way through. And I think, that gives a good springboard, again, not to hijack the question, but if you haven't done shows, that's okay. and you might find out that it is your thing. Whether like if you're a sophomore, a junior, a senior, hopefully you find out early so you don't like lose out on that experience for 3 or 4 years. But hindsight's 20/20, and so if you we have a couple sophomores in here and that it's their first musical, and that's awesome. And we have a few freshmen in the cast. We have 4 freshmen, so hopefully they stick with it. And what Milo, did you say did you do Shrek? No. So this is Milo's first musical, but he was in Broadway Dinner. So I mean, and I think that hopefully we get more of that. But you're never going to get that. People will take breaks. They find new things. But I think that just having that will, community is important here, and having something established, I think, will only be beneficial.
On the idea of community, we'll come back to talk to our performers a little bit about some of their experiences from the show. This production and multiple other productions that happen through General McLane and through our school district would not be possible without the support of the General McLane Foundation. We thank them for all that the money and support that they provide to not only the podcast, but performing arts as in general at General McLane. So thanks so much to the GM Foundation. To our performers, what are some of your favorite memories coming into Mamma Mia as we go 8 days away and looking towards the opening night?
For me, Castless was really exciting, just seeing all who I would get to work with, and then the read-through was just awesome. Having everyone be in character, everyone was just so excited.
I'm going to have to agree with Layla. I like the read-through. The read-through was a lot of fun. I remember saying lines for the first time, and everybody else around me. It was just a lot of fun because I think it's a really funny show. So I think just having everybody be in character and hearing the lines for the first time, that just really made me laugh a lot.
Someone who's never been in theater, I have done it, but what does someone listening, what is like a read-through? What does that look like? What does that process go over?
So I actually wasn't there. So
we kind of just open up the script and just read through the whole show. So the script is kind of just every line, every song, and we kind of just run through it in order, speaking.
Yeah, what it sounds like.
Sit around in a circle.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory, Milo, so far?
I kind of just like the process of getting from the read-through, and then, so you have the read-through, and then the next time you get the full performance is like in the room. Like you run through all the dances, all the singing, all the scenes. So seeing it from sitting in a circle to all of the choreography and scenes like fully put together, I think it's just cool to see how far we can come in like a month.
I think my favorite memory is just like being around everybody and everyone, because like theater, it's kind of like we have a big cast, but like everyone's kind of like tight, like we all like talk and whatever. But I think it's just nice to like be there, the long nights and just hanging out with everybody and running through the show and laughing and having a good time. I think that's definitely my favorite memories. That was my favorite memory for Broadway Dinner too. I think it's just like the best part of theater is like how you all come together as a family and kind of just, I don't know, it's nice.
I always agree with that. I think it becomes one big family. I think we look at that, and then there's always these people that wish they were in theater, and I think that's something that people always could get and join in. They could join at any point, and I think that people don't always see that, and I think they think it's like a closed door thing.
Yeah, and that happens everywhere. That happens with like community theaters too. People think it's like cutthroat and that it's toxic, or that it can be like, oh, I'm not going to have any friends. And if anything, there's always going to be like breaking the ice the first couple rehearsals, but we have a really like positive culture here compared to a lot of places. And I think that, and people who come in, I think are usually surprised that it's like, oh, especially we've had kids over the years that come from other districts or like they've moved from out of state, and it's like, oh, this is okay. Like I was kind of scared, or I didn't know what to expect, or I thought I wouldn't have any time to myself. And you definitely get that. And like, everybody has their friend groups, but it's really not, it's just not the same here. People are pretty chill. And, me and the music director and the other staff, we try and keep it that way. We try and make expectations clear, but, keep it so it's something that people can enjoy and still work hard and want to work hard for the sake of the actual show.
On the idea of as we start to wrap this up, if there was a different character that you could play, what would that character be?
Oh, boy. Milo, I want to hear your answer first.
It'd probably be Harry. Harry's really funny, and that's who I originally was going to go for, but Dakota kills it. I'm not going.
It's so good.
That's Dakota's role.
What about you, Preston?
Donna.
No, I mean, hey, anything. I mean, like, there's Donna and Sophie, Anna Shaw and Lydia Johnson carry a big bulk of this show, and it is a lot. And you know, being a lead, especially like a lead, like Milo and Layla. I mean, everybody in here are like leading characters. They have lines and everything, but I think, you know, everybody can agree that the amount of lines and songs that the characters Sophie and Donna have, it's a lot. And we have two great people doing it. So I mean, like, I would want to be like, if I was able to be Donna, I would be Donna. She's got great songs.
Yeah, I think that if I could be, I think I want to be Tanya. I think I don't know. I just like I think it's funny how she's like the one scene where right before what's it called?
Does your mother know?
Yeah, and they're like talking about the wedding and like her dad. So I just think it's so funny.
She has a lot.
Ainsley Ploy does a really good job with Tanya. What about you, Shane?
Probably Harry Headbanger. I think he gets the most laughs, and that's just like, I love the accent.
Yeah.
I don't think I could pull it off as well, but I don't know. I like to be laughed at, and I just think it's funny to get stage laughs. And his songs are really good with Donna and with the guitar and Sophie and all of them. And I just think he's a character that lightens the mood whenever something's going on. You just see him, you feel good. So I guess that's who I would want to be.
And what about you?
I'd have to say Donna.
Yeah.
I mean, I really love some of her songs, and she gets to work with like literally everybody.
Yeah. And that's always a fun thing as an actor, is like, if you get to really work with everybody, you get to, and it, you know, it's a lot, but it's something that where you can be different with everybody. And you see that, especially with Donna, because when she's with the Dynamos, it's kind of goofy. When she's with Pepper and Eddie, it's not. she like bosses them around. It's good. We've got a really good cast. I'm really proud of the work they've done. And
how about you? If you were back sitting in high school, what character would you want to be?
Oh, I mean, if it was my time, I would have been auditioning for Sam, which is the character Parker Irwin's playing.
Main character.
And
Big main character guy.
No, and he's got a lot of great ABBA songs that he gets to do, Knowing Me, Knowing You, and SOS, that are really fun. And it's like the tenor role that we have our bass 2 doing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But,
He can do it.
But no, that's what I would pick.
Audie, so another thing that we've done on the podcast is everyone always gets recognition, and I think musical theater often gets a lot of recognition, but who are some people that put in a ton of work and might not always get that public recognition?
Oh boy, I know I could go through like the whole cast list genuinely, but I mean, we've got our 12 people that we've got the named cast members. So, you know, we haven't name dropped Ava Rosenthal or Ava Decker yet, and they do a great job. And we've mentioned everybody else, I think, now of the named characters. But in the ensemble, there's some great things happening, great energy from people like Avery Fiscus. We've got people who have never done shows before, like Avanel Munger, that joined us. That we got some phenomenal dancers. We've got seniors Remy Miller and Alex Romiak that are really mentoring and helping out the younger folks. Sienna Griffith as well. And then we've got some standout underclassmen that have had some really good auditions that you definitely want to keep your eyes out for, like Garrett Wellman. I think that we've got a really strong cast, and we've got a good amount of sophomores and freshmen that really bodes well for depth moving forward. So hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of them in Broadway Dinner and in shows to come.
Yeah, I think I'd definitely have to say Avery. I mean, she just...
We were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, she's just, I don't know, what is that? Is it Gimme?
It was Gimme Gimme.
She's just always on top of it and just like doing... I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, she's just so good at it. I'm just like... So I don't know. I think she definitely is someone that doesn't get a lot of recognition. But I also have to say Garrett. Love Garrett. I think he's great.
Big Garrett, yeah.
Big Garrett guy. He's great. I love him. He's always positive, and we're always talking in history about, you know, Mamma Mia, and he's like, yeah, blah, blah, rehearsals. I'm like, yeah, I love Gary. He's always positive too. It's great.
Very talented too. I'm excited to come back and watch him and all you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most importantly, tickets. How do we get them? When is it? And what do we do to get those tickets?
Okay, so tickets. The best way to get your tickets is going online. You can either go to generalmclane.net. You can go to like our actual district website, and there's a link there. But if you go directly to gmhsmt.booktix.com,
Right,
so it's
so.
gmhsmt.booktix.com, you can get tickets. The tickets are cheaper than they were last year. It's a flat rate ticket. All seats are reserved, so there's no having to fight over seats. You go online, you pick exactly the seats you want. Every ticket is $15 for everyone, and we are doing really well with that so far. We're almost at 200 tickets sold for opening night, and every other night is over 200 tickets sold. You can get tickets at the door, but as we get closer, it is always safest to get them ahead of time so that you can pick them up at will call or print out your tickets, because we are anticipating this show selling out at least a couple of the nights. If we hope it's every night, but if you wait, you might miss out. So I definitely encourage you to get those tickets now, and those are all over our social media pages and on the school website.
And if you're struggling with tickets, you can email Carol Blount, which is carolblount@generalmclane.org
Correct.
for help, or obviously get in touch with you.
Yeah, or you can email me, williamsteadman@generalmclane.org. But the online system, just got updated this year, and it's pretty intuitive. You click on the date you want, you click on the seats you want, and you add them to your cart, you check out.
Alrighty, we move to final words. Performers, you have any final words?
Yeah, I just say come out. Please come see the show.
I hope everybody comes to
Yeah,
the
it's
show.
going to be great. I'm really excited for everyone to come out and watch.
Alrighty, well, I'm Kasey Ramey. Break a leg to all our performers and crew that's in that show. Make it a great week and spread kindness when you can.